Hello, Richard.
Hello again. Hello, Alexandra.
Here we are again. Richard and I are being alive now, and we're tackling some questions about contentment, life goal setting, achievements, trying to bring spirituality into your day-to-day life with these conversations. And what we want to talk about today is how do we manage dark thoughts? How to even try to get rid of it.
Yeah, and the problem here is basically that if it's would just be dark thoughts, this is difficult enough, but it's deeper than that. It basically goes to your thoughts, connect themselves with emotions and also physical sensations. So let's break it down to these three levels. So if you have a thought, you're not beautiful enough. Let's take this thought. And then it will connect with your emotions. Oh, this feels so bad and I'm feeling so bad. And then it connects with your physicality. Maybe you get very um, bent in your posture. And so there are a few things that you can do. You can straighten up your posture again because this is a thing that really helps. Just go through life with a straight back. I don't know if you say it like this in English. Yeah.
Yeah, I think you do. Mhm.
Keep your spine straight. Um, and with thought patterns, so also maybe some of you know that we are doing chanting and we're doing mantras. And mantras are very helpful to get you out of a stuck thought pattern because for a moment, or maybe more moments, you forget about yourself and the story of I, me, mine.
Yeah.
And so, this is also why chanting is so important. Chanting gets you out of your inner negative story and these dark thought patterns. And how do you see that, Alexandra, for yourself?
Chanting definitely helps. I want to go one step back because what I came to me is when we have dark thoughts, it's almost like a self-rejection. Dark thoughts make us separate from our self. Often, people think about them as unworthy, not capable, or whatever, comes in, or nobody likes me. And so there is a part of us that wants to split from us. That's how I often experience it when I have darker thoughts, the rejection. I don't want to be that. There is a more pristine person in me. There should be a better person in me. And this separation which we do not only within ourselves but also to the outside. There is people that are more beautiful than I am. There are people that are more capable than I am. It kind of splits up the whole world into a lot of splinters. And I think when I go into dark thoughts, what I want to do more and more lately is to pull it all back together through the lens of humanity and compassion. We are all incapable of not making faults. We are all incapable of just being perfect. So when I come back into that, it doesn't need to be a derangement of somebody's quality. It doesn't mean like, yeah, she is beautiful, more beautiful than I am, but she probably, but it has to come from the place, wow, she's beautiful, in that way. And I'm beautiful in that way. Maybe that is the first time where I come back together to a sense of we are all different, we are all human, and we all can share likes with each other in a compassionate way and in a way that it also soothes myself. And then when that's the first place I go to when I have dark thoughts. And the physicality definitely makes a difference. I'd like to really move my body to get the dopamine running in the right way, to really kind of feel myself changing the chemistry in my body, literally the biochemistry. And what you added there is the chanting. The chanting works for me if I do it in a certain way where I let go into the chanting. I often kind of find myself, for example, trying a mantra, just a simple thing like Ram or Shiva or something like that, and my head keeps whirling in the background. You know, it can still project all these unworthy thoughts or dark thoughts. So I need to connect really with the mantra, and I often can do that much better when I sing. So that brings to me the component where I'm offering myself into the whole process, and where I'm not kind of stuck into just repeating something in a numb way, so to speak.
Yeah, and on a practical term, I would like to add that thoughts arise, so you're not thinking. Basically, most people are thought. Yeah. And you can bring a gap between you and the thoughts if you just start to watch them. So there's these exercises where you can focus on your breath and you start to watch the thoughts arise. And then you have already a gap between you and the thoughts arising. And I wouldn't even say you are thinking the thoughts that are arising, because you don't need to do anything. They just arise. And then if you put a gap between you and you become the observer of the thoughts that are arising, it's much easier to deal with negative thought patterns that are arising. And dear viewer and listener, it would be great if you could tell us what are your methods and techniques to deal with negative things that are arising in your life, or negative thoughts that are arising in your life. And yeah, please write this down in the comments.
Yeah. Thank you, Richard, for contributing to this matter. It's probably not easy to answer in like 5 minutes as we're trying here, but we just want to give you impulses of how we perceive, how we can deal with dark thoughts. So in that vein, lovely to have you here listening, and thanks for coming again, and see you later.
Thank you. See you later.